Good evening, everybody. We are live, and my chair is giving me some problems, but okay, I've solved it. So we are live. Welcome to this presentation, everybody who is here with us for the first time. We're happy to have you. This is actually for you. This is something that we would like to share with you, and hopefully you will like it, and hopefully it is the information that can potentially completely change your life and make everything better for you. But before you start thinking that I'm just talking, let me share my screen with you. And let me show you exactly what this is what I'm on about, and how you can basically help yourself with this information as well. All right, so I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to make it bigger. And of course, like every time, this time as well, I'm going to check that my screen and everything here works. Hey Pampe, hey thank you for joining us on the call. Hey Nonku, hey Pampe, I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Pampe Simon Modi Sadife, okay. Like I'm saying, I hope I pronounced your name correctly. If not, please correct me. That's all good. So, all right, everything seems to be working. That's fantastic. Invest next 30 minutes into this so I can give you some more clarity. For those who don't know me, I used to be a history and geography professor. Well, I still am, but I don't do that line of work anymore. For the last 5 years, actually the 31st of May was the 5-year anniversary of me working with a company called Karatbars that completely changed everything for me, turned it upside down, and I've been a worldwide team leader since. So I do this kind of presentations all the time. All right. This is just a picture of one of the seminars in Ljubljana, in my home country, that we did. And I can't wait for us to do it in Cape Town in South Africa on the 22nd and 23rd of June this month. I'll be coming there, and it's going to be a fantastic experience. First of all, I just want to give you an example, some facts, like real facts, historical facts. Now, the first Model T car, Ford Model T, which was the first mass-produced car in 1903, in paper money in America, which is dollar, costed at that time $800. Can you imagine paying $800 for a brand new car today? I mean, for $800, you can get a very old used a car, probably that has a lot of problems and it barely runs, but imagine $800 for a completely brand new car, like a, I don't know, so like a mid-sized or a mid-ranged price for a car. At the same time, that car costed 1 kilo of gold. All right. So this is the price in dollars and in gold. So what happened a little over 100 years later? So Ford, in this case, a Ford Mondeo, a medium-sized family saloon car, costs $40,000 today, which is also a little less actually than a 1 kilo of gold. So can you see how gold protects the purchasing power? It can buy you the same value of a product, but the price in paper money, in local currency, whatever it is different. And this is not just for America or Europe. This is basically all around the world. Okay? The same price in gold, different price in paper money. And that's what I want to actually talk about today. In Germany, in the beginning of 20th century, 7 grams of gold would buy you 100 kilos of bread, which at that time was equivalent to 20 Deutschmarks. Now, 20 Deutschmarks was a German currency, and if you would look at the same situation today or 5 years back, 7 grams of gold would still buy you 100 kilos of bread, but that would be equivalent to 250 euros, or if you would convert into that old Deutschmarks, that would be 500 Deutschmarks of German currency. Do you see the difference in money, and do you see that there is no difference in gold? Because gold always buys you the same value. That's what it's important. It preserves purchasing power, and it basically protects you against inflation. That is its main purpose, okay, of gold. Inflation is something that basically no currency in the world is immune to. Okay, every single world currency has inflation. The only one that doesn't is gold. You guessed it. So what can we actually do? The problem is that currently, since the 70s, we don't have gold standard anymore anywhere in the world. That means that every government in the world can just print money as they please. So if governments go into debt, if basically, there's not enough money in circulation in the banking system, what do governments and banks do? Well, they just print more money, but there are consequences of doing that. That is a very reckless policy, but all governments in the world are doing it. And the result is what you see here in this slide that I'm showing you, in this table. So, for example, just the Western world, in the Northern Hemisphere, like Europe and USA, are drowning into debt. And these are supposed to be the most developed countries in the world. But the fact is that, they are getting deeply and more into debt because, not only, financial centers like, Wall Street in New York or City of London are having problems. Basically, that affects the entire world. And many countries in Europe today are getting more into debt in order to pay salaries for their public sector. And on the right side of this slide, here are just a handful of countries, just a really handful of countries where the currencies collapsed. Now, the closest to South Africa to you is Zimbabwe, as you can see. Zimbabwe dollar, it was printed in billions. You had banknotes for 20 to 50 billion Zimbabwe dollars. I mean, that just doesn't make any sense. I mean, when you have that kind of a hyperinflation, wealth can just disappear. Now imagine if something like that happens in, let's say, America. Somebody in America who's a billionaire, who has $50 billion in assets and in cash, in money. And these things can happen overnight. Or let's say, okay, if it happens over 1 year, you have $50 billion, you're a billionaire, you're one of the richest people in the world. But in 1 year, that money loses value so much that 50 billion can't even buy you a loaf of bread. Do you know how ridiculous that is? The last country, for example, in the world that has a problem like that today is Venezuela. Venezuelan economy completely collapsed. People can't buy basic commodities like bread, flour, butter, milk, the things that you need every day. Basic food, because their currency is worthless. So this is not something that it could happen. This is something that's actually happening in certain countries in the world. That's something that already happened. For example, even in the previous country where I live in Slovenia. In Slovenia, I was part of Yugoslavia. Yugoslavia in the 70s had that kind of hyperinflation. And even later on, when it got separated, when Yugoslavia was just basically Serbia in the beginning of the 90s, they had a ridiculous hyperinflation. Like nobody actually wanted their money anymore. And the expert advice, really, if you look any kind of financial news, you will see, hey Lorraine, I didn't see you that you joined us. You would see that, it is important to exchange some of your paper money into gold. And the way to do that successfully, you can start doing it from the smallest gold bars that are available to the market right now. And there's only one company in the market in the world right now that provides that option. because most of the gold bars are big, are either 1 ounce or 1 kilo or even bigger. And most of them are owned by either governments, banks, or certain exchanges, and they're just being traded every single day. But what I'm talking about, to bring gold ownership to the masses, to make it available for everybody into transaction-friendly weights, so people can basically afford them. Any people, anywhere in the world, doesn't matter of the standard of living. And at the same time, you know, that they are in the transaction-friendly weights, so you can basically either change them back into your local currency, into your paper money, or actually use them as payments. Because why? Because gold is money and everything else is credit, as you will see later on today. Hey, Vandil, thank you for joining us. It's great to have you here. All right, so what I'm trying to tell you, you know, gold basically is owned by just 1% of the population in the world. The rest is, like I'm saying, is either in the vaults of banks and governments. And what we are trying to do is to bring gold ownership to the masses. So now when we're going to be talking about why actually own gold, because it preserves value and purchasing power, like I showed you in the example at the beginning, the demand is higher than the supply. It's the most stable currency in the world. I also showed you facts in the beginning why that is, and it's the perfect hedge against deflation, because 1 gram of gold would always buy the same value, no matter what happens, no matter what kind of financial crisis happens. But you know, your government, your bank, they're not going to tell you this. They're not going to share this information with you, because it's not in their interest for you to have that information, and it's not in their interest for you to be completely independent from governments and banks, because with gold you are completely independent. And I'm going to show you a complete system, basically where you can have all of your money in one place, and you can earn it at the same time, and basically save in gold to be more stable. Okay? And at the same time, gold has tax benefits. Now, one of the richest people in the world, JP Morgan, in the previous century said gold is money, everything else is credit. Once you realize this, you will never be poor again. This is so important. I mean, when you are saving in gold, you're doing something good. And the key word here is saving. You know, if you're buying gold, you're not spending money. All right, you have to understand that you're not spending money. You're simply converting your paper currency into a superior currency, which is gold. And why would somebody actually want to do this? Well, because gold market is huge. Gold has a history of over 5,000 years. You know, and it has been a payment system, a medium of exchange for the last 2,800 years. And governments use it as their reserve. Now, gold has also been used for a long time as a standard of money worldwide. So basically, as much money there was in circulation, that much gold was also in the vault of the government. Today, it doesn't work like that anymore, because Richard Nixon canceled the gold standard in 1971, and because of that, every other country in the world, because dollar is a world reserve currency, is not tied to gold anymore. That's why from the 70s on, we have inflations like this, and we have collapsing economies, and we have collapsing currencies, and so on. And that's also one of the reasons why we had the last financial crisis in 2008. Okay, so I want to basically present to you the company called Karatbars International GmbH, which was founded in 2011. And since then, it started shipping in more than 120 countries, and they specialize in production and sales of high-quality gold products in transaction-friendly weights. So the gold bars in the smallest denominations from 0.1 gram, that's what I was talking about, the transaction-friendly weights. All right. So this company actually gives you the option for you to own gold and also share this opportunity with other people. So you can be basically paid for that. You get rewarded with money and gold at the same time. The best thing about this is that you can actually get gold for free without paying it from your own pocket. The person who started the company, whose mission was to bring the gold ownership to the masses, is Mr. Harold Seitz. His mission at the beginning was to produce the highest quality gold available to the market and make it easily accessible and affordable to everybody. And the goal is to help millions to get out of debt, to get out of the system of debt towards financial freedom, and to help themselves with Karatbars. Now, Karatbars exploded. It started creating their own app. It started creating their own financial system with their own blockchain technology, and also their own cryptocurrency called Karat Gold Coin. Now, the visions and the appetites for the company are huge, and of course, it offers people to have everything at one place. Their money, their business, and recently they also acquired a bank in Miami, which would be one of the crypto banks with a full license. So exciting times ahead, big opportunities for people who want to be involved. And why would somebody get gold with Karatbars? Because there are no entrance fees. Everybody can create an account for completely free. There are also no storage fees. If you want to have your gold stored, that is completely free. There's a possibility and option of a free delivery wherever you are in the world. It offers a variety of gold products for every occasion, such as gifts or birthdays or let's say anniversaries, whatever you want. It has an automatic savings program if you want to be a part of that, which I highly recommend. And of course, like I said before, gold has tax benefits. If you decide to join us as an affiliate, the same things go here. You can register as an affiliate completely free. The account is free. You have the option to get discounts and special offers, so you get a better price of gold. You can earn extra income or an entirely new career. You have unique products available, so you can share it with other people. And whenever a sale is made through your link, you get rewarded for that. There are no monthly obligations. There are no annual fees. There are 9 different commissions, and it's open to more than 120 countries. So wherever in the world you live, you don't have to be limited just by your own country. You can basically do this business online. And anywhere in the world, you can share your link with anybody. You can do it online. All right. And the next question, why Karatbars? Because, like I said, you can get gold without paying it from your own pocket. You can actually earn it. You can be paid in money and in gold. That is the best thing. So let me show you this very unique business opportunity, which I think can really help you and change your life. I already explained that there are 9 different commissions, but the earning potential is, I'm just going to show you 2 commissions in this presentation, because if you do these 2 commissions right, the rest of the 7 commissions will take care of itself. Okay, so whenever you're recommending a gold gram, any product from Karatbars directly, you get rewarded. But what if you decide to build a team? Okay, what if you decide that your team members will also want to recommend this to other people? And what if you decide to build a business with Karatbars? Because here you can have your entire company, but if you would open your company right now, you know how much costs it goes with that. You know how much startup capital goes with it. With Karatbars, that is completely different. You need way less money to start with Karatbars than you would need if you would open and register your own company with your own product. Here you already have logistics and products and everything available. You have your own back office. All you have to do is start sharing this with other people, and of course invite them to a presentation like this. And basically, if the people in your team, if your partners start to share this with others, you won't get a direct commission from them because that is their work. But the beautiful thing about it is, when building a team, is that every single product has a unit value. And whenever a product is sold in your team, you acquire those units. And once you get 25 units in one team and 50 units on the other, because you're building 2 teams, or vice versa, doesn't matter on which side, you get paid a cycle or a dual team payout. And the maximum payout is 180,000 dual team payouts, or 180,000 cycles per week, which sums up in numbers, it would be around 2 million euros per week. So this is the earning potential. Now, I'm going to give just here a little disclaimer. I'm not saying that you were guaranteed that you get a guaranteed 2 million euros per week, because, you know, I'm not trying to fool you here, and I'm not trying to lie to you here or promise you anything that is not true. I mean, you know that every business and everything requires certain effort and requires certain work, and it requires also time. You know, nothing basically happens overnight. Even this company was not built overnight. You know, it's been running for 7 years, and it's still being developed. It's still being refined. It's still being better. All right. And the same things go with us as the business partners of the company. You know, this is the potential that we can earn. But how long is this going to take? That's completely up to you. And of course, that is completely up to how teachable and coachable you are and how open you are to work inside the team, because the person who invited you here today basically will be your mentor, will be your sponsor, and will help you with each step of the way. Okay, as you can see here in this table below, like I said, every single product has a unit value, and once you're in the dual team, you are collecting these units, and of course you have the option of a dual cycle payout. In order to basically supercharge your business, to start your business, it's good that you have one of the packages. With these packages, you are choosing the level of your commission. Do you want to earn 5% directly, or do you want to earn 20% directly? As you can see, also these packages are worth a certain amount of units. So if you refer somebody and that person gets a package, you also, with the commission, you get those units so you can cycle faster. And of course, every single package gives you a different level of cycle. The important thing here is that you buy the package once. You don't have to renew it every single year. You can start with a smaller one and always upgrade to a bigger one. Okay, that's what's important here. And that is the beautiful thing about it. What I'm trying to say is, whatever you do, you pick the one that is right for you. But I'm also putting my hand to your heart, saying that, you know, if you start with the bigger one, you will get more money for the same amount of work that you would do with the smaller one. Okay, so starting with the bigger one obviously works well as well. You know, just ask our VIP members who started with the VIP. All right. What I need to, all right, I've already went through this, I'm sorry. So let me give you some numbers, some calculation, how that actually works in practice. You know, how this has been working. The same model has been working for 7 years since the company was founded. You know, let's say that we have a person who decided to get with the biggest VIP package. And that person, of course, is building two teams, their left and their right teams. Okay, and the lady on the left got also VIP package, the same thing, which that means 20% commission for the person with the VIP that I started with. Okay, which is around 400 euros from this VIP package. Gold package, I mean, on the right team, this person got a gentleman who got a gold package. And of course, from a gold package, that would be 200 euros of commissions. If this was only a direct commission business, nobody would be interested in it, you know, because you can't really always look for business partners. What you want to do is help. Once you acquire a business partner, that's when the work starts, right? That's why you, as a mentor, now you want to help those two people to basically start building a team so you can cycle faster and you can create a passive residual income that will pay you basically for life. Okay? So, like I said, every single product has a unit value. VIP is worth 100 units, gold is worth 50 units. And I've explained that one cycle or a dual team payout requires 50 units on one side or 25 on the other, or vice versa. Okay, so if 50 and 25 is one cycle, and I have here 150 on the other side, basically that is two cycles. And because this person decided on a VIP package, and one VIP cycle is 80 euros, an additional cycle commission with the direct one is also 160 euros. And I'm not even mentioning the first 7 commissions that that are also as a bonus to everything that we are doing here. So the earnings of this gentleman, of course, altogether with cycles, so 2 cycles and with the direct commission from 2 packages, are 760 euros, which is a average paycheck in certain countries around the world. Average monthly paychecks, all right? Which can be done either in one day, in 1 week, or, never. It all depends about you. How are you willing to work, and how are you willing to be taught this business? Because you have to understand that you're not alone in this. Like I'm saying, we're building a team. You're not alone. And because if you start today, if you join us today, you will be signing up to an already well-functioning team. A family that helps each other, supports each other, and does things for each other. So in calculation number 2, let's say that this gentleman who got a VIP, his name is Andrej, and the lady on the left who also is VIP, her name is Lara. And Lara did the same thing as Andrej did in the first step. So Lara got a VIP on one side, and her other side she got gold. But Lara and all these three people are Andrej's just one side. Okay, so Lara, by this logic, obviously would earn the same amount of money as Andrej did in the previous calculation, as I showed you. All right. Of course, but what did Andrej earn from this? Well, currently nothing. Andrej basically got units from this VIP and gold package from Lara's team. But he didn't get the direct commission from Lara because that wouldn't be fair. That is her work. Let's say that the gentleman on the right, his name is Tom. Tom basically got another gentleman who got a gold package, same as Tom. And on his right side, other side, he got a lady who got a silver package, and that lady, just to make this calculation easier, also bought 5 grams of gold. Okay, Tom also received a direct commission from this. He also got units for dual team payouts for cycles, but also Andrej basically got units from these purchases. So from every single purchases, doesn't matter where it happens, how deep in your team, to infinity, you collect those units and you get paid cycles. So let's see what that means for Andrej. Andrej is basically here a mentor. He helped Lara and Tom build their teams. He didn't recruit, he helped them to basically share this opportunity forward. So basically Lara, on Lara's side, there are 150 units altogether from gold and a VIP, and from Tom's side there is 50 and basically 20 and 5 units from 5 grams of gold, altogether 75 units. So 150 units on the left side, 75 units on the other side. And because we said, from the left and right team, we need 50 units on one side and 25 on the other, or vice versa for one cycle, and we have 150 and 75. That means this is 3 cycles. And because one VIP cycle is 80 euros, altogether that is 240 euros. Okay? 240 euros all together, which is really cool because this is completely passive income for Andrej. And Andrej is going to make sure and help Lara, Tom, and each person in their team so they will be able to become leaders. Okay, so everybody can create a passive income. So let's review earnings. Lara earned 760 euros in this step, Tom around 300 euros, and Andrej, that was for him 240 euros of complete passive income. All right. The cool thing about this is that, this is not the end. All right, the team moves forward, it grows forward, and of course, the more it grows, the more passive income residual income that you can earn every single week. But let me give you a next calculation. I told you at the beginning that our main product is gold. What if everybody in the team would start saving in gold, which is a smart thing to do. And I told you, when you start saving in gold, you're not spending money, you're saving money. You're just exchanging your paper money into a superior currency, which is gold. And if everybody would just bought 1 gram of gold for themselves, which is completely realistic and affordable for everybody, and during a period of 1 year, you've basically built a team with the support of your mentors, your upline. You build a team of 1,000 people on one side and 500 people on the other side, which is realistic. The recruiting stops. Nobody recruits. Nobody buys any packages, anything. I mean, by these numbers, you already earned huge commissions. But how can you earn basically now every single month that will pay you every single month automatically? Well, by getting everybody, including you, including yourself, to save 1 gram of gold per month. Because monthly, if you have 1,000 people on one side and 500 on the other, that means 1,000 units on one side and 500 units on the other, which in sum altogether is 20 cycles. And one VIP cycle, like I said, is 80 euros. Altogether, that is 1,600 euros of passive residual income. And when the summer months, well, I know that these months in South Africa are winter months, but let's just say that in summer months, when people go to vacation, when they don't work, in summer months, 20 cycles, that is 1,600 euros in July and August altogether of completely passive income for 2 months, and you didn't do anything. You're just sitting back and enjoying. These 2 months is 3,200 euros of completely passive income. So how does it get any better than this? What else can we add to our lives? Okay? So by building a team, and even if the recruiting stops, that is the key component here. That is the point that everybody starts saving in gold. That is the most important, because not only you're helping yourself, your family, your loved ones, you're basically helping yourself on your way to your financial future and basically your financial security. The beautiful thing about this is that every gold gram that is being saved in your entire team is being calculated together, and based on the amount of gold that's being sold, company will give you certain rewards. You have a lifetime incentive. There is no time limit on this incentive. You can get everything from a leather bag to a luxury pen, luxury Rolex watch, to Mercedes-Benz, completely brand new Mercedes-Benz cars, to a luxury villa in a value of 750,000 euros anywhere in the world of your choice. And all prizes can be also exchanged into gold. So, hey Philil and hey Joe, thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here. So all these prizes are basically given to you and paid for it by the company if you achieve certain results, of course. And now basically is your chance. You're at the right place at the right time. You have worldwide market potential. There are 500,000 of us around the world currently, and there is a potential of 7 billion customers. So you still have a lot of space, a lot of people that you can basically introduce this to. And I'm going to show you how. You only need to share a very powerful video, so people can basically learn more about, the power of saving in gold. And this opportunity, how they can create a business at the same time. Or you can just invite them to a presentation like this so they can watch it, so they can see what this is all about. And of course, they can get some knowledge and facts. So all we have to do is just talk to people and give them a safe platform and a method of transfer from one currency into gold bullion 1 gram at a time or more. So that is our goal now. So get started today. Get back to the person who referred you. register your free account. You can register now for free. It doesn't cost you anything to register an account. And of course, take advantage of all of the commissions. Take advantage of everything that your back office, your account gives you. And I suggest that you start being active as soon as possible. Get in contact with the person who invited you. Tell them to send you a link to sign up. And of course, this step is completely optional, but I recommend that you acquire a business package, the one that you can afford, and that you start saving in gold, either monthly or weekly. That is completely up to you, whatever your goal is. And like I'm saying, if you're buying gold, you're not spending money, you're saving money. Okay, that's the important thing. Okay, and here we are, Here we are. This is the opportunity. It's up to you if you want to take advantage of it. So ask yourself, how can you use this to your advantage? How can you basically introduce more people to it? If you don't know how, not a problem. Let us know. We'll help you with this. We'll help you also how you can do this online, because like I told you, you're not limited just by your own country. You have no limit. There are 125 countries to you that are available to you. So you can also do this completely online. The important thing is that you send the people to watch the video. Send them to watch this presentation. Send them this presentation so they can watch it. Send them a 21-minute video that we have, and ask them what do they like about it. So they can enjoy the benefits as well. And of course, join us on the 22nd and the 23rd of June in Cape Town, South Africa. I will be there. I will be very happy to shake your hand, and nothing makes me happier, to meet my team there in South Africa, because it's going to be an incredible experience. It's going to be awesome. And not only we're going to be together there, but we're also going to be sharing a very powerful moment of getting news for the future on everything regarding Karatbars and all of its companies and all the opportunities that are out there. And so it's never been more interesting time to be alive, because, the revolution in the payment system is coming. So, very cool. Very cool. I'm going to go back to myself now. So thank you for all the likes. Thank you for all the comments. If you have any other questions, please post them below. I will answer them after this live call. And of course, send me a message if you need anything. So thank you, everybody. This was fun. I'm going to be posting this, leaving this, obviously, this presentation in the group, and I will highlight it so it will always be in the top. So if you invite new people or if you share it with somebody else, they can watch this presentation first, and they can basically make an educated decision if they want to be a part of this family. Okay? Thank you, everybody. Thanks for being with me. This was awesome. This was lovely. South Africa, Cape Town is coming up soon, and we are very excited. Ciao.